Morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Love 500 and welcome back to a new video. If you saw the video a couple of days ago, you will know exactly what this video is about, and by now you know exactly what an empty driveway means. So stay tuned and you'll see the new car arriving any second now. Exciting stuff. Right, here we have new car sitting on the driveway, just there. No number plate on the back. Haven't looked around it at all yet. It's come off the transporter and I've put it there. So let's just take you back in time, half an hour to when it arrived, and then we'll give you a good look round it. See you in a minute. Morning. You alright? How you going?
Alright. Cool.
Long time no see.
Yeah, it seems
I've seen you for a few weeks, yeah.
Oh.
This one looks alright.
Yeah.
It's not too bad, is it?
The airbags and and a windscreen.
Yeah, I just had a new price from a different windscreen man. He's a £5 cheaper than the last one, but he's more local, so.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay, how much is he going to charge?
£135.
Yeah, that's alright.
I was paying 140 before, but
yeah.
I always have to wait a little while with the other bloke, so this bloke's sort of more local, so he's more likely to do it quicker.
Oh yeah, the radiator's gone.
Radiator's gone, is it? That's alright, I got one of those.
I think that front lamp.
Yeah. I'm surprised that the airbags have gone though, going by the amount of damage at the front.
Yeah, because they've got all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. I don't know. But at least you got the
yeah, that's a bonus. That is definitely a bonus. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 keys and.
Yeah, we've got mud flaps on it as well.
Yeah.
It's unusual.
Flaps, yeah.
They look alright actually. I'm not keen on mud flaps on these, but they look quite good. Those ones.
Yeah.
I might as well leave them on.
Yeah.
I normally take them off, but they're normally cheap and nasty rubbish ones.
But these ones are.
They look alright actually. Yeah.
Good ones.
No number plates. I guess it was on a
Oh,
private.
there's one on the floor.
Oh, is there? Only just the one?
I think so. I haven't looked further.
I normally buy some anyway.
I just open it to see the.
The sills are all okay, which is always a bonus. Free bottle of water.
So it's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the front one, RO62 VYV, yeah. You never know, the back one might be knocking around somewhere.
I don't think so.
No, that's the aerial. They always take those off, don't they?
Good though. I mean, it saves you 20 quid, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't know why they take something to do with the transporters, I think, probably, when they pick them up.
I don't know, probably someone might have thought of nicking it, you know?
Yeah, all looks good.
Yeah.
So I can see nothing unexpected. But it depends how it starts and drives, of course. But you never know with Copart. Yeah, all looks good. Right, let's pause this until we get it off.
True.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whoa, we have power.
We got power, that's always good. And it starts.
Woohoo!
And the brake lights work. So it doesn't fall off like the last one did. That's it. Perfect. Yeah, I'll stick it down I'll go down the side of you and stick it down the drive. Get it off the road. Okay, so here we have a 62 plate. So what, 2012. 1.2 lounge. We've shown it to you on the pictures. It's very dusty. Sahara sand, I guess, in the rain again. Very minimal damage. I have noticed since putting it here, we seem to have fluid leaking on the drive. Gallin did say when it came off the transporter, oh, it looks like the radiator's gone. So I'm assuming that's what it is. Haven't lifted the bonnet, haven't opened the boot, haven't done any of this stuff yet. So I'm going to do it with you live now. But you know what the first thing we're going to do is? Look, see if we've got free CD. So let's get in the car and have a look. It doesn't smell of smoke in here. As you know, airbags have all gone. This is the bit I love, seeing if I've got any free things in the car. Mainly in the boot. So it's done 58,000 miles. Let's quickly put that on. 58,515 miles. Obviously airbags, lights are on. Yeah. Free CD. Have we got a free CD? Let's better turn it on first, haven't we? Airbag failure, you don't say. Right. Ah, how disappointing. How disappointing. No free CD. Oh well, never mind. Turn that back off. You know how we like our free CDs. Oh, look what I've seen. That's good. We got one of them. Now what we also have, which I didn't realise, is we have the manuals, and according to Gallon tells me that the service book's in here. Which that looks like it. Yes, we have a service book. Fantastic, because that is always an absolute bonus. So let's see what it's had. So what did we say? It's done 58,000 miles. There we go. 4 services. So it's a 12 plate. So it hasn't had a massive amount of services. 500 what's that? POH plates. What does that mean? Can't see a date on that. Oh, I think that's the pre-delivery. So that might have been when it was new. Can't see a date on it. Oh yeah, no, there is a date. Yeah, it looks like 10th of the 10th, 12 or something like that. So on the 11th of the 12th, 2015, at 23,000 miles, it had a service. Doesn't say what sort of service. On the 19th of the 5th, 2017, at 30,000 miles. So in 2 years, it did the best part of 2 years, year and a half. It did 7,000 miles, and it had a full service. And the next service was 2 years later at 47,000 miles, so 17,000 miles later, had an interim service. According to the service book, that is the last service it had. So it's way overdue. 47. No, actually, it's only done 11,000 miles since then, so it's not way overdue. But I think it's probably due for a full service. So that's what we'll give it, a full service. That will be done by the garage, because I will be selling this with a warranty. So as you probably know, I think it has to be a VAT registered garage for the warranty to be valid. So we'll do that. We'll take that when it's MOT'd. I'm not even sure when the oh, that's broken. Luckily we got spares of those. Is that broken? Yeah, that's broken. Good job I got a spare one. Yeah. So we got all the books, the CD and what have you in there. Blue and Me manual, I think it was. I think I see, yeah, Blue and Me manual. Let's hope the Blue and Me works. So let's put that to one side for a minute. I'm doing it one-handed. So we have one number plate. The rear number plate seems to be missing. That's the aerial there. Copart always take the aerials off. That looks quite corroded. So I'll give that a bit of a spruce up. Let's just turn the ignition off and put the aerial on. And the next thing I want to do is open the boot and see if we've got any freebies in the boot. Because we do like a freebie. Hopefully there's a spare wheel in there. Right, that's the aerial on. Does the boot opening work? Because you know this often doesn't. Yeah. Oh, actually no, what am I doing? I'm doing it with a key. I want to do it in my hands, don't I? Does it work? Yes, that's good. Oh look, the rear number plate's in the boot. They're a bit battered up, and you know what I'm like, I like to get new number plates. So I've already ordered some. See, I ordered them before I even looked, but I will put this one back on for the time being until the new ones come. Car's very dirty, as they always are. No freebies, unfortunately. We've got a spare wheel, which is always a bonus. We seem to have 2 towing hooks. I'm getting a good collection of towing hooks. I've got so many of the things. Back shelf is there, which is always good. When it was up on the transporter, I looked. It looked like the. I'm not going to start laying on the floor and having a look underneath now, but it looked like it's got a relatively recent exhaust on it. tyres, I believe. They look like winter tyres on this one as well. It's got mud flaps all the way around. I don't actually like mud flaps on these cars, but they actually look alright on this one. They look like decent ones, so I'm probably going to leave them on. Absolutely rotten. 3 bottle of water. Anything in the back? I'm a bit disappointed in the freebies in this car. Normally get freebies. What's that? Locking wheel bolts. So we haven't got the box for the locking wheel bolts, but we got the key, which is the main thing. Right, let's pop the bonnet and have a look. See what we got underneath. Now, I have got a radiator, which came off of Cooey, funnily enough, I think it was. There is a damage. So that seems stable, so that ain't moved. We saw on the pictures that the tabs aren't broken there. I think that top bar's gone. I've got a top bar. Oh yeah, that's gone, look. So I don't know whether that's the light or whether that's just the bumper. So if I can do this one-handed. Oh, you know what, I'm just going to pause you a second. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put you on the tripod and then we'll lift. Right, let's get this bonnet up. Very dusty. My God, it's a dirty engine. Very dirty engine. So let's have a look. Main thing. Chassis leg is straight. Try not to pull the camera over. And the chassis leg is straight, yeah. Oh, so that has been pushed back. Now, without taking the bumper off, I'm not sure, but I'll show you in a second. But the radiator and the air conditioning condenser and the fan are both pushed back and are touching the heat shield. So that's what the vibration was. You wouldn't have seen the vibration, but I had the vibration when I was driving it down the driveway. So the radiator's clearly gone. We will get the bumper off probably later on today and see exactly what the score is, but I don't think that until I get that off I won't know for sure, but I don't think the front panel is deformed at all. I think the hit has gone. Yeah, the top bar is gone and it's bent right in, and it's that's pushed back the radiator and has obviously punctured the radiator. But the fact that there's no damage to either of the headlight lugs or anything like that, I think it's all going to be good. Yeah, it's only just touching it, so I reckon it's just stopped. Doesn't even look as if it's bent that. I'll get the camera down there in a second and show you, but no, I think I'm going to come off really lucky with this car. I reckon. Let's have a look at the oil filter. The oil filter doesn't look very old. Going by what I was just reading on the service, it hasn't had service for 2 years. Now we've got a little paint mark on the top there. However, is that sticker? Don't think that sticker. You know, I'm not sure whether I'm going to bother doing the cam belt on this one or not. I'll see how the money stacks up, but I'm not convinced it needs doing particularly yet. Maybe in a year's time. It's a 12 plate, so what is it? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So it is 9 years old, so it is overdue by a couple of years, isn't it? So I suppose I should really get it done. Let's have a look at the aux belt. Can't really tell. Don't know. So have a look at the oil filler cap. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, all looks good. All looks good. There's no other marks. I mean, the car is dirty. Let's just take you off the tripod a second. The car is super dirty, as you've seen. But apart from the radiator, which I've already got, okay, I'm going to have to probably buy a condenser. I have had them bent like that in the past, but they still work and they haven't leaked fluid, aircon fluid. You know, the green dye, and they haven't lost the gas. And I've just left it. I've straightened it to put it onto a new radiator and then just left it. Because once you bend it back, if it's still intact, there's no need to replace it at all. But we'll have a look, see what it's like. If it's broken or if it's not bendable back, then we'll just get a new one. I haven't got one, but I'll buy a new one. So let me show you down there. Let me get torch actually and point the torch down. Bear with me. See better with the torch shining down there, I think. So there you can see the crash bar. You can see it bent in there. So the crash bar was pushed the condenser and the radiator and the fan back onto the heat shield. As you can see, it doesn't even look like it's damaged the heat shield, but it's just pushed it back. Now normally that mark there normally means cam belt's been done. But I've got nothing in the book that says it's been done. And unless that sticker's been stuck back, no, that sticker's never been removed, I don't think. So it can't have been done, despite the paint. So this is going to have a really good clean. Nothing seems to be missing as far as I can see. I've spoken to a windscreen man. I've got a new windscreen man who's just given me a price of £135.20. It's only £5 cheaper than the other fella, but he's local, and he said he could come tomorrow, but I said I wanted to get the dash done, make sure that's done today. If he happens to be able to come tomorrow and I have done the dash completely today, then I might get it done. Failing that, I'm just going to get him around next week to do this one and Marilyn, which is hopefully coming back from the body shop tomorrow, which obviously needs a screen as well. So yeah, as far as the Walkaround's concerned, the seals are okay. That tyre, it's got life in it. No scratches on the roof. Always a worry sometimes with when you've got a cracked windscreen whether the roof has gone as well, but the roof looks fine as far as I can see. There's so much dirt on it, it's difficult to tell, but I'm going to give it a good clean in a minute. So I've ordered the number plates. Yeah, it's all good. Oh, little fag burn on the seat there. Typical. Oh yeah, we were going to look at the back, weren't we? Is that a fag burn? No, it's a button. Remember we were looking at that yesterday? It's a button. It's not a fag burn, that's good. I will try and repair that. I have got some of this material off of a previous seat that I got rid of. And I will try it with some glue and see if I can repair that. It doesn't smell of smoke. So it must have been someone, a previous owner, not the last owner, and the smell has just gone. Yeah, no freebies in the car, but everything is there that we need. Seals okay that side, no damage to the wing. Now one of the reasons I say that the front panel I think is okay, apart from the fact that the tabs aren't broken there, is apart from the bumper where it's obviously sticking out, but that will push back in like that. Obviously we're replacing the bumper. But when the bonnet was closed, you may have noticed, and over that side with the wing, the bumper all fits and the bonnet fits perfectly to both wings and to the bumper. So therefore that means that the front panel must be okay, because if it was bent in some way then it wouldn't fit, but it does. So as far as I can see, again, you know, that'll be confirmed once I get the bumper off, but as far as I can see, there is no need to take off and change that front panel, which is really good, because, you know, it is expense. They're only about 50 quid, something like that, for a non-OEM one, which are okay. They are okay, the non-OEM ones in the front panels. Don't have qualms. It's always better if you can get a genuine one, but that last one I got on, that I put on Marilyn, cost me £46 for a genuine one. But you know, they are okay, the aftermarket ones. But if you don't have to do it, it's less to do. You can just put a new radiator in, hopefully. But we'll see. Once that'll be a job for tomorrow probably. Once we've first job to do is do the airbags, and I'm going to do that now. And that will come probably on a separate video, but I might include it in this video. It depends. If I get it all done today, I will get it all on the same video. I'm gonna do it on time lapse probably. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but we'll get you set up on time lapse, and then we can film it entirely. So yeah, so that's it for the time being. We'll give it a clean, and then we'll come back and we'll have a quick walk around it again to see if anything's hiding under that dirt. So see you shortly. Nice bit of snow foam. Does make a mess, this stuff, doesn't it? A lot of it's already dripped off the car by the time I went in. I put my phone on charge. It does make a mess, this stuff. I've got to stay to the ground. So I gave it gave it a jet wash off first, and then I've covered it in snow foam. I don't use this snow foam that often. I know a lot of people swear by the stuff, but I don't actually use it. I use the same stuff in the bucket, and it just seems to get the car nice and clean when you're using it in a bucket with a sponge. And I probably will go over it again with the bucket and sponge before I get stuck into the airbags and what have you. But yeah, looks like it's snowed on it. There you go, all rinsed off. I'm not going to bother going over it with a bucket and sponge like I said I would, but looks like a new car, doesn't it? Look at it, shiny and clean. What a difference, what a difference just a good clean makes. It's incredible. So just going over it again, there is basically not a mark on it, anywhere, apart from obviously the front bumper. There is literally nothing, not a scratch, not a scuff, nothing. Certainly not on this side. Let's have a look at the other side. Nothing on the boot. There's still a bit of dirt on the boot. I haven't rinsed that off properly, but the back bumper's not scuffed. This is one of the cleanest unmarked cars I've ever had. I haven't rinsed that off properly either. Nothing. Not a mark. Completely clean on the front. The wheels are... Even the wheels aren't that bad. There's a couple of little scuffs on it, but nothing much. Bonnet is unmarked. Headlights are good. Not frost, not misted over. It is as oh, hang on, what's this? Oh, there's some dents in the roof. There's some little. I could see that from back there. There are some little dents in the roof, which I should be able to pull out. Strange. Yeah, I don't know if you can pick them up. There are some little dents in the roof, but apart from that, which is nothing, it is as clean as a whistle. Excuse all this rubbish here. It's my neighbour took a shed down in the back garden. It's been sitting there ever since. Yeah, I'm well pleased with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you up. I'm going to open the boot up, put the seats down, put the tripod in there, and I'm going to set you up. And we will put the entire taking out of the airbags and the dash on time lapse and let you watch that. If you want to see that in real time on a previous project we did, where we did, I don't think the sound is fantastic on the one, because obviously our sound has improved over the last few months using an external microphone. But there is a video up there of how to take it out step by step. If you want to know that, click on the link above that will come up now, and you can see that. But yeah, I'm going to set you up and we'll do it on time lapse, and then we'll time it. I'll make a note of what the time is, and we'll see how long it takes us to get it out. Right guys, that's that's done. That's out. That wasn't too bad at all. I haven't done one of these for quite a while. I'll tell you what did make it quicker. Using this. I had a bit of a. I've started doing a preview. What do you call it? Review video on this. I bought it recently because lots of people use them on channels. Not this one specifically, but this one was recommended to me by one of the subscribers on the channel, Daniel. So I've started to do a review of these, and that will be appearing on the reviews playlist soon. But this is the first time I've really used it properly, and it's a cracker. It is a cracker. I've just noticed something on this car. There didn't seem to be anything connected to that underneath. But what I have discovered is this. Now, out of all the cars I've done, I've probably done 20 dashes, maybe 25 dashes. On a Twin Air I did, it had this. When I took it out, I discovered that is something to do with some sort of stereo control module. None of them have ever had it before, and all of a sudden we've got a car with them. So I wonder if they did them on a certain year. But it's funny how that Blue and Me thing has got nothing attached to the bottom of it, so I will look into that. I don't know if it's just it's hanging in there somewhere. I didn't actually take that off because they're a pain to get off, but interesting that that's there. So I don't actually know what it is. I have got one in the garage. I put it on eBay when I first took it out. No one's ever bought it. I can only assume that no one's got these things in their car, but it's in this one as well. This is really strange. So I've got no idea what it does. Absolutely no idea whatsoever. Unless it's something to do with the aux setup in it, maybe, because obviously only some of them have aux. It depends on the manufacturer. Where is the stereo here? This is a Bosch one. I can never remember which is the one that if you've got a pop and you've got a CD button, press the CD button. If it goes onto aux, then you've got the facility to be able to add an aux to it. This is obviously a lounge, so it's got the aux anyway. But yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird that has got that thing in it. Bizarre. But yeah, apparently it's a stereo control module of some sort. But of course that's what the Blue and Me's for. So I need to investigate as to why there doesn't seem to be anything in the bottom of that Blue and Me socket there. That one. Because obviously they should be connected under there for you to plug your phone in, which obviously is not going to work. Oh no, there is a USB, yeah. Strange. Very strange. Anyway, that's the dash out. Obviously you saw me took that airbag out as well. I've got those. I've got all of this lot taken out of Project Cooey, and I'm not going to film me putting it all back in because my phone is about to run out of power. So I'm going to go and put the phone on charge, start putting it all back in, and then we'll come back once I've done it all and you can see it all finished. But it's probably taken me 45 minutes to get that lot out. I've done them so many times that I think that's record time, and as I say, it did help having that, not having to do virtually all the screws I've got undone with that, screws and bolts. That's really good. Right, so let's go and put my phone on charge, and then we'll come back once I've got it all back together again. So I'll see you shortly. So we're almost there. I've just got the airbag ECU out. I've just plugged it back in again because I remembered I haven't actually done I want to do a reset on everything that I've replaced before I send it off. I've just messaged the fellow on eBay. I think he's down in Kent somewhere. I think he's like Rochester or somewhere like that. You basically take a picture of the front with all the serial numbers of your ECU and send that to him on the eBay listing, and then he messages you back and tells you how much it is. For a data reset, i.e. a crash data reset, he's probably done, I don't know, 15, 20 of them for me maybe. He's done like three at the same time on one occasion. Obviously he's given me a little bit of a discount when I've sent him 3, but I don't think I've had one that's not been £35, so it's about the same price or cheaper than the alternatives on eBay. He went on a month's holiday about, must be 3 years ago now, and I needed one desperately doing, so I had to send it to somebody else, and they basically fried it. They fried my ECU. and for some, I can't remember why, but for some reason I sent one to that person once again when the normal fella was on holiday, not realising it was the same one, and he fried it again, and he said, like, you know, oh, it's broken. He didn't say that he fried it. Bit of a coincidence that the two that I sent him, he fried both of them, and I didn't have a leg to stand on. Couldn't even get me £35 back from eBay because they said I wasn't buying a physical thing, so therefore it's not covered in their payment protection, which took about add insult to injury. So I had 2 ECUs unusable, fried, and I'd paid the money for them. I was fuming, absolutely fuming. So use this fella, Electronic Services, on eBay. Highly recommend him. You send it to him in the post. Once you bought it, once you've hit buy now, obviously you get his address. Send it off. He turns it around the same day and sends it back to you, and you've got it back in like 3 or 4 days from when you send it. So it's great service. You will have to, depending on what airbags you've had gone, you will have to reset codes, but that's normally just the ones that are I think the steering wheel and the passenger airbag. They're the ones that need resetting. Things like curtain airbag and what have you, they reset themselves. They don't need anything done to them. So yeah, I highly recommend him, and I'll put a link down in the description to his service as well. Highly recommend it. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there for the time being. I'm going to need to get the steering wheel back on. Once we've got the steering wheel back on, get the airbag on, and then we'll plug it into MES and see what we get. Okay, it's all back together. Battery's reconnected, nothing's gone bang. This is always a good sign. I don't know what lights are going to come up. Probably all of them. Obviously it will come up airbag failure, because although I've put the airbags in, obviously we've got crash data and so on, and I haven't done the seat belts yet. The pre-tensioner on the driver's side has gone. The seat belt hasn't. Sorry, excuse the camera work. So that's okay, although the electronics of it might have gone. Obviously MES will tell me. That side seatbelt has gone and the pre-tensioner hasn't. So the MES will tell me what's gone exactly, and I have just bought 2 seatbelts and 2 pre-tensioners for £90 delivered, which is a bargain. They used to cost £120 each, easy, just for the seatbelt without the pre-tensioner. Pre-tensioners will cost you another 20-25 quid. Now, I mean, some people are still charging silly money for them, but you can always find a bargain. The last time I bought a set, I found a bargain like that. I think it was more than that, but yeah, 90 quid is an absolute bargain. It was up for 100 quid, or best offer. I offered 90, didn't want to take the mick, and they accepted it. So, great stuff. Right, so, let's turn the ignition on. Oh, that's just destroyed the wiper blades. Oh, and the back one's going. Turn that off. Come on. I mean, obviously the airbag. I'm not going to start it because of the radiator thing. Airbag failure. So I've got to change that because that's broken. It's only that bit that needs changing. I think the windscreen man might come tomorrow. I've emailed him back and said I don't know whether I'm getting my other car back tomorrow from the body shop, because obviously the other one needs a windscreen as well. But I said if you want to come tomorrow and do this one, you're more than welcome to. I'm just waiting to hear back from him. So this is hopefully, if all goes according to plan, this is going to be a really quick turnaround. Obviously the seats all need cleaning. So instead of waffling, let's go and get the computer, get the cables, link it all up, and see what errors we got. Back in a sec. Okay, so ignition is on. We're all linked up. Let's connect up to the airbag ECU first, see what we get. Hopefully no nasty surprises. Errors. Taking its time. Lots of errors to read. God blimey, come on. Knee guard, driver's side. Oh, that says present. That's not good. Because I've just plugged that in. Passenger airbag resistance intermittent. Obviously that's now gone. Driver's abdominal pre-tensioner present. Passenger's abdominal pre-tensioner present. So they're gone. Driver's airbag resistance, and passenger airbag resistance, they're intermittent, so that they've obviously been replaced. Driver's pre-tensioner resistance is present, and passenger pre-tensioner resistance is present. So, and airbag and pre-tensioner impact data, obviously. So the only thing that worries me slightly is the knee guard, the driver's side, that says present, where I've just put that in. So unless the plug hasn't gone in properly. Yeah, well, let's clear what we can. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to just take a photograph of that. Back in a sec. Okay. So, clear errors. I don't know why that knee guard. Oh, get off. Clear errors. Oh, why are all these intermittent ones staying on? It's rather strange. They're not going out. They normally do. They've been replaced. They should, unless it's the ECU. Maybe it's something to do with because there's impact data. Mind you, even the impact data says intermittent. I expected those to go off. None of them are going off. Let's disconnect. Let's reconnect as a different one. That's really weird. Wonder why that is. Not seen that before. Read now codes. Dumpty dumpty dum. Knee guard, passenger, driver's abdominal. Yeah, I mean it all. So let me just go through this again. So passenger airbag resistance is intermittent because that's gone. Passenger airbag's first stage intermittent because it's been replaced. Driver's airbag first and second intermittent because it's been replaced. It's funny that airbag and pre-tensioner impact data says intermittent though. That's really weird. That's really strange. So yeah, knee guard, driver's side present. Now that came out of Project Cui, and that was fine in Project Cui. So I don't see why it should be anything wrong with it. But we'll get this reset. Let's clear these errors again. See if it does anything. Yeah, it's not clearing any of them. That's really weird. Really weird. So I'm just looking at the parameters under the airbag, and as you can see, all of the resistance on all of them is 3, 2. They're all a positive value, 2, 2, 2. We get down to the driver's one, and it says 0.0. Everything is positive except for that. So maybe there is something wrong with that. Hopefully, it's not something wrong with the circuit. But we'll see. So we'll send this off to get it reset anyway, and then we'll see what happens when we come back, and hopefully it will just reset. If I have to buy another one, I will. It's the only worrying thing sometimes, of course, is if it's the wiring for some bizarre reason, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So we'll put it in once it comes back from having the data wiped, and hopefully it will just all clear and go away. But we'll see. So I think we'll call it a day on this one now today. I'm going to carry on. I'm going to get the bumper off and have a look underneath, but that will come in the next video. So potentially this is a really quick project. So I only got it at about about 11 o'clock this morning. By the time I started working on it, it was about 12ish. It's only 3:30 now, and I've got it all virtually done on the inside. Obviously I've still got to clean the seats and what have you, and give it a good clean up. Windscreen's got to go in, which will hopefully be tomorrow. So apart from service and MOT and that sort of stuff, I'm not even sure if it's got MOT. I can't remember. I did look, but I can't remember. It ain't going to take long to do this. It's going to be a really quick turnaround. What I do want to do is before I disconnect I want to see how much fluid is in the coolant, and before I take it all out, I want to see if the aircon is going to work. So I'll have to put that on cold and see if it is cold, but I'll get the bumper off first. But that'll be coming on the next video anyway. So yeah, that's it for the time being. So what do you think of the new project? I love it. I think it's a really nice car. It's one of the, I think this is one of the nicest ones I've had condition wise. You know, apart from the obvious with the airbags and what have you, but you know, airbags are now pretty much a thing of the past. They're all done, apart from that knee one, which is slight concern, but not too much. £35 to reset the ECU. Get that sent off tonight, and I should have it back probably by the weekend, maybe Monday, and then we can get that back in and try and reset these codes again. It is a bit odd, that, and a little bit concerning, but maybe there is something wrong with the airbag itself. Who knows? I say, as far as I'm aware, it was fine when it came out of QE. There was no lights up or anything. It's been sitting in the garage in a box ever since, so there's no reason why it shouldn't. But you know, again, maybe it's the airbag ECU. If it happens that I get the airbag ECU, plug it in, and it still does it, then I'll change it. If it still does it, I don't know. Maybe we'll get another ECU and try that. But you know, we'll cross that bridge when you come to it. Hopefully, it's not going to be an issue. Shouldn't be. Okay, so that's the end of the video for today. Let me know what you think about the car in the comments. I'm just seeing some Instagram stuff coming up on my phone. Let me know what you think about the car in the comments. Yeah, great project, I think. So thanks for watching. Hope you found it, as always, interesting. If you are a casual viewer, please hit that subscribe button. Like, share and subscribe to the video. Share it wherever you can. You know, the more viewers we can get, the better this channel gets. I'm trying to whack out as much content as I can for you, and trying to make it quality content as well. So yeah, again, thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one. Stay safe, take care, see you soon.